Good morning, welcome to my morning outlook. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 6th of April. So, finally, second move within the month, and we're here. So, internet limping a little bit as I wait for a box to come from BT, but we're nearly there anyway. So, what with this euro then? It's been a bit of rock and roll. No, chop and roll pop pickers, as they might say on some lesser radio stations, of course. Um, but it looks like we're rolling over towards the monthly S1, the low from the 1st of March. Looks like a possibility. This is, that said, it's only been away from its monthly pivot for, well, one day so far. Maybe it will make 2 days away from it. As I said last on Tuesday when I did the weekly update, it had this magnetic theme around its monthly pivot. It may yet pull back to it, but for now it does look weak. And when you roll down to the 4 hourlies, it's put the lower highs in, lower lows. This little pattern here, it's just run back into its 4 hourly 8. It does look soft in terms of what we're looking at. The trend line across the lows there would have seen a break at about 3-4 o'clock this morning. Does look weak at the moment, and it may be a case of just selling into retracements. Cable, let's just go back and have a look at this. Certainly chop and roll here. Yesterday, biggest even day for some time, finding some support into some key moving averages there, and the monthly pivot just hanging in there, closing above it. But well, even that looks like it's rolling again this morning. You get a similar picture to the euro there. Has rolled over quite a bit, and we've seen quite a bit of movement through the Asian session now. This probably isn't helped by the fact of this sort of potential trade trade wars even. If it's not one thing, it's another war, isn't it? So just watching this, if it does come back towards the 20s to the upside there, well, there is the potential for it to run back towards the pivot and maybe further. As with the euro, they both they're yet today to put in a lower high, sorry, a lower low, and well, they could both reverse, and it's just a case of just watching, specifically when they had such a decent move down during the Asian session there. And we're pretty close. You see around the bodies of the previous 60 minutes here, we're sort of just testing those and bouncing off those at the moment. So we'll see how it runs through. But with what we've seen here yesterday, particularly, I mean, the previous days it had been putting higher highs in near enough. Apart from yesterday, it was through that Asian session. I think I might just, I don't know, it may have just chipped up a little bit higher there. But then it's rolled and broken through the lows there. So the trend change in the intermediate time frame at least. So we could see, as I say, more rollover. Just watching, maybe to see if it. You could put a trend line across the lows here, I guess, but a bit of a flaky one. But may set up and show the sign for a further downside. I'd rather be selling into something though. Okay, dollar yen. So dollar yen, well, seen further upside here, moving. It's hit the ghost pivot for last month there, just short of maybe. Looks like it could still have some further upside there at the moment. So really just at least it's correlated with the pound euro in the sense of some weakness. Yep, so we're pushing up here. Could get a bit of divergence on the 4 hourlies if you start pushing into those prior highs, but equally it's been tapping on the door there. It may just push through this time. We'll see how it reacts, but it could just push through and see that daily R1 above hit. Okay, dollar yen, Aussie dollar was the weakest for some time. If I can find it, it's my internet's a bit slow this morning, so there we go. So well, it too has had sort of you can see the higher highs each day up until yesterday, and then it's rolled. Similar picture, just a bit softening there. Nobody likes a trade war, and really, well, choppy as anything on short-term frames. Yesterday, ugly. Back into the weekly pivot, and it's selling off again this morning. And again, I'd be watching for these. Well, we've got quite a lot of lows around this 76, 66 area. Maybe the S1 may hold, but it does look weak at the moment for sure. Okay, and finally the Canadian dollar, which had been doing pretty well on the price of oil previously, and it had continued to do so this week so far. A bit of a pop up this morning. Got that touch monthly pivot, but I think it may be. Oh no, we haven't. Just look like it on the dailies there, strangely. Oh, maybe just the. Not too sure why that's showing there, but anyway, maybe it's got some legs to the upside here, but when there is a bit divergence, maybe if it passes 21. But again, I need to just have a quick look at what oil is up to. Slipped down as well and held down over this week mostly. So, well, Canadian dollar may see more of a bit, as I say, bit of double divergence running through there. So, may see a bit more of a correction this morning. It's already, I was just measuring above its daily pivot there. Yep, and well, running up towards its R1, but it has got lower highs, lower lows all the way through so far. It's one you may bet against it, but really I'd rather be trading on the way that the rest of the markets are moving. Actually, it may be okay for the upside on this particular occasion. Okay, that's pretty much it for me. News-wise today, of course, we've got non-farm payrolls. We've got the Canadian data out at the same time, so Canadian US dollar may be a bit messy to try and trade. But at 1:30, we have got the US non-farm payrolls, which is really what the market's going to be waiting for today. Side of that, we have got a couple of speakers late on 4:15. Climate risk for Ghani, UK, and Fed Chair Powell due to speak at 6:30 when most traders have been away from their desks, well away from their desks, although they may hang in there today, as he's due to speak at the Economic Outlook at the Club of Chicago. So could see some volatility come 6:30, particularly when there's no one around to trade it. Have a great day. Bye for now.